Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind. Cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I pay my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them
Haters make me famous.
what the haters know about that Moshe music. Haters,
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks. Haters,
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters,
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters,
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Haters coming and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Million man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south with do rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools making up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I'm solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami, with them deuces up, man. I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes it's sweet like some candy. So I smile at them haters that can't stand me. I'm a warrior when it comes to this shit. Haters name me famous at
Moshe music. Haters make me famous.
I've been out on these streets since I was 15 and still pushing. Haters,
Haters make me famous.
I'm a one-man army. Shit, huh? Haters,
Haters. Haters make me famous.
go ahead and Facebook your mama and cry. Haters,
Haters make me famous.
and remember haters, you made me famous.
Haters. 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 Haters make me famous.
Do you have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cat Nation Live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Your Monday Night Football Game Day edition. Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Stars Speak, good morning or good afternoon. Gennaro Lamore Harvey, good morning or good afternoon. Manuel, good morning. Leak, good morning. Henry, good morning. Ronald, good morning. Leak says terrible week. Good question, Ronald. Ronald, my brother from another mother. Michael, good morning. Give me 1 second, guys. Michael, thank you. Yeah, she's definitely feeling better. Fever broke yesterday afternoon. Thank you, Lord. It was too many days with a fever, so it was good to see her yesterday start coming back alive and playing and being a kid again. So, chilly in here this morning. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. A new Monday, another week. Another week of NFL is ending while another week is starting. Ready to rock and roll today, that is for sure. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to have a good day today. Andrew, good morning or good afternoon. Greg Engel, what's going on? Les says, amazing weekend. Thank you, KJ, you demand. My pleasure. We had a big Sunday on my personal plays yesterday. We put out three main plays, 3 regular games. We went 3-0. And then I put out 4 props, and we went 3-1, and the only thing that we lost was the Addison touchdown prop at a plus 105. So if you were on my personal plays yesterday, it was a big day yesterday. On my personal plays, so congrats to absolutely everybody there. Premium plays had a winning day yesterday, 3-2 overall. So congrats to everybody there. It's like cold this morning. It's like cold in here. They got the AC still running and it's like 50 outside. How about those Bengals choke? Yeah. Had the over, so I was content and happy with that one. The Sunday play. Just when it starts to show, all right, we're going to get some scoring out of these two teams. And it looks like it, right? And then it was like, next thing you know, it's end of the second quarter. All right, we're going to get some points at the end. Nope. All right, quick score to start the third. All right. We're going to get some points. Next thing you know, it's fourth quarter. Okay. We still got a fighting chance. Next thing you know, there's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? And that was a tough one. But I'm glad and very thankful that I stick with it, manage bankroll, because what I lost on that, I made up and more by having my personal plays and going 3-0 on the main plays and 3-1 on props. So it was definitely a positive day yesterday. NHL had a nice win yesterday. It feels weird, like, because I didn't go live yesterday. That's the first time I haven't gone live, no matter what, we've gone live 7 days a week since the preseason started, preseason football. So it was weird. It was weird to be at home on a Sunday, and came in late yesterday for about 20 minutes just to film, get them the video, and then get on out of here. But yeah, it was definitely weird not to film yesterday. So jumping back into it today, like I'm off on a day. You know, it still feels like a Sunday, especially with my little one staying home and not going to school. It still feels like a Sunday. So she's not 24 hours out of a fever yet, so she still had to stay home from school, but she'll go back tomorrow as long as nothing magically pops up. Soccer game of the week is today. That was a surprise. I didn't know that was happening. Early in the week, soccer game of the week goes down on a Monday evening tonight. You got plenty of time to get on board for the soccer guaranteed game of the week. If you were on it last week, you get it free because it was one of the plays that did not win last week. I think the only people that came up clutch for us last week, which they come up every week, it seems, is the NHL guys. And that's what I keep, and that in the FC group dropping their game of the month last week. And what was it, college basketball? And that's what I keep asking. It's like, hey, NHL guys, you got a big one for me? You got a big one for me? I need a big one. I need a big one. I know tomorrow we get the FC group's college football game of the month. Mac Action game of the month from the FC group. Fuck yeah. You know, hell yeah. Like, sign me up, boys. Sign me up. I'm excited for that one. So I'm excited for that. That should be a fun. I know it hasn't been put out yet. It will be out today, though. So if you're not on it, if you get it today, you'll get today's line. And I think you might want to bet it early. I haven't really dove into that game, but I instant looked at what they were putting out, and I like it. I haven't. Today's my day where I jump into injury reports and all of that stuff to see how much I really like something. But it was definitely circled and on my radar, so kind of stole probably a personal play away. But it's okay. We're going to absolutely hammer the shit out of it tomorrow. But first, we got to get through today. We get Monday Night Football. We get NHL. We got our daily soccer. We got Nations League today. We got college basketball, NBA. And then this evening, the big soccer game of the week. Oh, hello! You know? Hello on a Monday. What a way to start a Monday. Tyson with the moonshot. Yeah. Yeah. Highlight of Saturday, right? Andrew, I like it. That's a great comment. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, soccer game of the week is this evening. You need a big win to start the week. I know I do. So, time to get on board that one. Time to get on board that one, boys and girls. Boys and girls of all ages. Well, as long as you're 21 and older, right? I think Monday Night Football is going to be a fun matchup. I think it's going to be a good one. I think Monday Night Football is going to be a good matchup tonight. Yeah, everybody, the Bills beating the Chiefs yesterday. Obviously, the Chiefs wanted to win and go undefeated, but at the same time, it's the just enough Chiefs, you know? It's the do just enough to get the win and get out of there, and they didn't get a win yesterday, and that's okay. They're what, 9-1? Are they 9-1 now? After yesterday? The Bills are going to have to beat them in the playoffs, you know? Assuming that they don't shoot themselves in the foot somewhere along the way. Somewhere along the way, they're going to have to get the job done. When it really matters. And let's be honest, them taking away the undefeated streak, you know, the undefeated record, the potential undefeated record, of the Chiefs, is it really that monumental? Did I see the video of them all coked up at UFC 309? I seen them trying to watch the fight behind Aspinall, which probably wasn't a easy task. Bills have their number. Well, see if they can get it done in the playoffs. you know? See if they can get it done in the playoffs, because, I mean, let's be honest, the regular season doesn't fucking matter. Regular season does not matter at all. As long as you make it to the playoffs, the only thing that matters at the end of the day is what you do in the playoffs. Andrew says Chiefs will maybe lose 2 more. I mean, let's be honest. You look at the rest of their season, right? They get the Panthers, they get the Raiders, they get the Chargers. The Chargers is going to be a tough game for them. The Charger game is going to be a tough game. Now, they beat them already earlier in the season, 17-10. But the Chargers are trending in a very upward direction. They get the Browns. They're going to have a tough game against the Texans later on in the season. Late in the season. The Steelers on Christmas Day. That's going to be a tough game. And then they're going to get the Broncos in January. In the last game of the season. So, were the Chiefs going to go undefeated? Probably not. Probably not. And you got to remember, there's a lot of head games from both sides, Bill's side and the Chiefs side, going on, knowing that they will most likely meet up, assuming they're both winning, somewhere along the way. The playoffs. Andrew says, our Crypto Token says, Chargers aren't quitting yet for that first place. They're definitely not in the quitting form. And Harbaugh coming in and literally just like rearranging Herbert's career. And turning that team around. Which I have not jumped on the Charger bandwagon yet. 7-3. Getting the job done. How about the Jets yesterday? How about the Jets yesterday? Going for 2. Going for 2 in the win. At home. Fallen short. Nothing short of fucking greatness there. How about the Bears? How about the Bears? Let's talk about that game for a second. I watched very little of it, but I was paying attention to the score. I had 0 money on it, nothing involved in that game. But at the end of the third quarter, when Swift had that rushing touchdown, that big long one, that 40-yarder or 39-yarder, whatever it was, and they decided to go for 2, so that they could be up 21-14. Instead of just kick the extra point and go up 20-14, be up by 6. I get it. They went for 2 so they could be up a full 7 points. And it's still early. Third quarter's fucking early to be going for 2. Worry about that later. You know you're getting at least 2, probably 3 more possessions at a minimum in the third quarter. If they go down and score and kick an extra point and they go up by 1, big fucking deal. You could march down the field, kick a field goal, and win the game. Or maybe they score, tie the game, and you still have a chance to drive down the field to kick a field goal for a win. And nope, they go for 2. They miss it. They end up losing 20-19 because they went for fucking 2. and their field goal kicker missed it. How classic is that? It's like the Jets driving down, scoring, going for 2 to win the game for a walk-off win, and 2-point conversion failing, right? Maybe kick it and go to OT. You obviously made a huge comeback, so trust your defense, trust your offense, and hopefully get a little lucky with the coin flip. I mean, it's 50-50 after all. You know. But, I mean, it's easy to be Monday morning, armchair quarterback on Monday morning out west. Anthony says, yes, it's always that old man QB. As I always say, anything ending in "ets" in New York is garbage. He has been, yeah, definitely. I agree. I feel bad for my Jets, my friends that are Jets fans. I feel bad. Poor Jags yesterday. The poor Jags getting their teeth kicked in. 52-6. 52-6. Mac Jones went 17 of 29 for what? 138 yards. He only threw 1 interception. They didn't have turnovers. They only rushed the ball 17 times. I mean, Etienne had 12 carries for 27 yards. My God. Andrew Wright. That's what makes it great. Mac Jones threw it 29 times for a measly 138 yards. They only had 41 yards rushing. Oh, man. Oh, man. To be a fly on that owner's wall, right? Mac Jones. I mean, Hendon Hooker played better for the Lions. I mean, he only had, 4 receptions? He threw the ball 3 times at the end of the game for 37 yards. But how about old man Jared Goff? How about Goff? Goes 24 of 29 for 412 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. He ran the ball 4 times for 21 yards as well. Michael says, how do you not take the Lions at any line, right? I mean, the Lions laying 14 was scary. I just took the over. Feel like I'm like a Christmas little... You dress me up in like a Santa thing and put me on the front porch when somebody walks by. I had the over yesterday, and the Lions did it all themselves. Montgomery had what? 2 touchdowns yesterday. Yeah, we cashed on that one, baby. We cashed on that one. Gibbs had one himself. Between the 2 of them, they had 144 rushing yards on 26 carries. Between the 2 of them, they nearly had the same offense. I mean, St. Brown and Williams had more offense than the entire Jags. Gibbs by himself, Gibbs and Montgomery combined had more yards than the Jags. I mean, Gibbs had 1 carry for that 54-yard long reception and run after. Montgomery had 3 for 20. They had 74 yards in the air between the 2 of them and 144 on the ground. They had more yards, well more yards than the entire Jags team. Wow. monumental beatdown, to say the least, right? The biggest win in the Super Bowl era, you have to go back to December 8th, 1940, when the Bears, I don't think the Bears have scored 43 points all season, but the Bears beat Washington on December 8th, 1940. I wasn't even born for another 40-something years. They beat them 73-0. 73-0 back in 1940. Kind of feels the same to me. Nowadays getting beat 52-6, that just took out the whole saying of any given Sunday. Because any given Sunday, the Jags cannot compete. Plain and simple. Live little look ahead into the NFL next week. Thursday night football matchup. We get the Steelers and the Browns. Steelers on the road laying 3.5. Why do I have a sneaky suspicion that line on Thursday is going to be like 6 or 6.5? With a total of 36.5. Let that total keep coming down. Andy, you're taking your girl to the doctor. I hope she's okay. Thank you, Ronaldo. I appreciate that. Next week, we get the Bucks at the Giants. The Lions on the road at the Colts are laying 7.5 as of today. The Texans next week, and keep in mind, they still play tonight, but their line for next week at home against the Titans is them laying 7.5. Patriots against the Dolphins. Dolphins laying a touchdown. Listen to these lines next week. Dallas is on the road against Washington, and Washington is laying 10 points. Washington is a double-digit favorite next week. Granted, it's against the Cowgirls. The Vikings on the road against the Bears. Vikings laying 3.5. I'm sure that line will probably be 5.5 before Sunday, and I'm sure we'll bet it, and then somehow the Vikings will come and fuck it up, and they'll win by 2 or 3. Chiefs on the road against the Panthers. Chiefs laying 11. Look at all these double-digit favorites next week. There is going to be some, maybe there'll be some big dogs winning. Big dogs barking next week. The Broncos on the road against the Raiders. Broncos in Vegas laying 5.5. Arizona on the road against Seattle laying 1. Listen to these road dogs. The Eagles on the road 49ers on the road against the Packers. Packers a home favorite. One of very few home favorites next week. And little hiccup. The Eagles on the road against the Rams next week for Sunday Night Football. Laying 3. Les, I did see that. And then next Monday night, we get the Ravens. This is going to be a great game. Ravens at Chargers for Monday Night Football. Michael says, I don't know how you give any division rival 10 points, even if it's the Cowgirls. 100% agree with you on that one. 100% agree with you on that one. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves because we have a big game today. Which, by the way, if you watch the daily free play video, gave you not 1 but 2 plays on it. Gave you guys a prop bet and gave you guys that first half total. If you want to know if we're riding the over or the under, you better go and watch that video. I am going to take a quick little break. I need to get something to drink. For some reason, I didn't bring anything in here with me. So give me about 2 minutes. Let me go find something. Let me go steal a Coke from Jay or something. Bring something in here, and I will be right back. We're going to talk about the Texans and the Cowboys game. We're going to talk about that one. We're going to analyze some props. We're going to take a look at the game. Then we're going to shift gears and take a look at some NBA, college basketball. Maybe we'll even take a little live look ahead at college football because we have a very busy week for Week 13 of college football, highlighted by MAC Action Football tomorrow. FC's big college football game of the month goes down tomorrow. And tonight we get, what? The guaranteed soccer game of the week is today, which I really like. And I was talking to the soccer guys today. You guys know I'm not a big soccer person. I like betting it because I like making money, and I actually got to chat with them. I got in the office early this morning. They were here. They're usually here and gone before I get here, so I usually don't get to see them. Sat down with them and picked their brain a little bit, which I like doing from time to time because I don't handicap soccer. I don't fuck know what I'm doing. You know, it's not me. We got experts to do that shit for us. Thank you, COVID, you know, and I like what they're putting out for tonight. So give me about 2 minutes. We'll be right back. I'll play Haters Make Us Famous. Do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button, get us to 40, and we'll do a package giveaway. It feels like forever since I did a package giveaway.
Warning.
All right, be back in
This
2.
is
Got to
not
get a drink,
intended for one
and we'll
hater,
be right back.
but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on the center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters do. Many years in the game, so you know I pay my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'ma wipe off this out with the rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give what all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools make it up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I'm solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami. With them deuces up, man, I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes, it's sweet like some candy. So I smile at them haters that can't stand me. I'm a warrior when it comes to this shit. Haters name me famous at
Moshe music. Haters make me famous.
I've been out on these streets since I was 15 and still pushing. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I'm a one-man army. Shit, huh? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
Go ahead and Facebook your mama and cry. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
And remember, haters, you made me famous.
Haters. 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 Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
All right. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. We are back. Mr. Watson, good morning. Fender, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. All right, we're back from a little break. Had to go get something to drink. And then somebody sent me a video, so I was watching it real quick. An interview from Bill Belichick. It's a good interview. All righty. Jump back into it. Monday Night Football edition. Get everything back over there because I know we were bouncing around from subject to subject. Gary Meewright, thanks for jumping on board the Guaranteed Soccer Game of the Week for today. Robert Baylor, L. Wagner as well jumping on board. Oscar Ramirez, if you're watching the live show, glad to have you back on Premium Plays. I know you haven't been with us in over 2 years, so welcome back. Welcome back. Brent as well, jumping on board the Guaranteed Play Week package starting off today because you get Soccer Game of the Week today. You get tomorrow. The FC group is dropping their huge college football game of the month, which I am pumped for because not only is it one of their games of the months, which they put out one in college football a month, which means they're not going to have too many more of them, but it's fucking MAC action, baby. So to say I'm excited for today and then really tomorrow is an understatement. Before we jump into Monday Night Football, I like what we're getting in college football this week. From MAC action Tuesday to both games that we're getting on Wednesday. We get our, Tuesday and Wednesday night MAC action. Thursday night, we get, North Carolina State and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech already bowl eligible. NC State needing a big win to become bowl eligible. And they're a 9-point underdog on the road. Friday Night Lights, baby. Temple and UTSA. Purdue and Michigan State. Friday night, UNLV and San Jose State. And then Saturday, the all-important Saturday, Week 13 college football. I mean, let's be honest. There's really only 2 more weeks, and then we get the Army-Navy game, and then bowl season will literally be here in less than 1 month. Did you guys know bowl season is here in less than 1 month? In less than 1 month from now, we will be betting on bowl games. And 1 month from now, we'll already be couple days into bowl season. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the first bowl game is technically the 14th of December. College bowl game schedule. The Cricket Celebration Bowl starts on December 14th. They're in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 13. We are 26 sleeps and a wake-up away from the very first bowl game. That's crazy. Time is absolutely flying by. The fact that we are 26 sleeps and a wake up away from bowl season is absolutely insane. It just means that we have a lot more work coming because what we put out for bowl season, as you guys know, is a lot. Like the college football bowl package is always a good time. It's always a moneymaker. And teams that usually don't square off against each other obviously adds a little more dynamics to the handicapping side of it and causes us to do a little more work. But I like it. I like it. Now, if you are a customer of ours in our database, meaning you have an account on our website, and you have the ability to bet $500 to $1,000 a game, Jay is going to be sending out an email later today. And if you are, and you're able to bet 500 to 1,000 on, or more, I mean, obviously you could bet more, on select college football games over the next 2 weeks, week and a half-ish, reply to Jay. We did this during baseball, and we did it last football season, but they didn't offer it to everybody. And it's just a special program that I don't have anything to do with, but I said I would talk about it a little bit and let everybody know. I bet them, but it's something that Jay does with the two owners himself. So it usually doesn't get out to anybody on our YouTube site, but last year they let a couple of our clients partake in it. So if you get an email from Jay today, if you're able to bet 500 to 1,000 on 3 to 5 football games, definitely reply to him. It will be worth your while. But yeah, fucking bowl season is going to be here in 26 sleeps and a wake up, which to me, I just can't. Yesterday was the first live show that I missed since the start of the season, since preseason. So it's like, have we really gone live every single day for 12 weeks? Actually, longer than that, like 14 or 15 weeks. Like, have we gone live every day? Geez, like, where did time go? I feel like it was summertime and I was golfing, sweating my nutsack off in 120-degree heat. Now I'm wearing a hoodie because it's freezing in the office and they won't turn on the heater yet. Where has time gone? But yeah, college football this week looks really good. I mean, the SMU and Virginia game pops out at me. Ole Miss on the road laying 10 against Florida. Indiana. And by the way, I know, I think it was Les that mentioned the Ohio State total. That is even higher now. That is even higher than where it opened at 10. If you go and you look at that Ohio State-Indiana total, you're going to see it's 11.5 now. And trending towards 12, where the juice is. North Carolina against Boston College. I mean, we got some fun games next Saturday. Tennessee gets a gimme game against UTEP, which I don't think they should get those late in the season. Arizona in a must-win situation against TCU. Arizona on the road catching 12.5. Just right off the bat, I'm going to say I believe they're live. Live, obviously on TV, but live to actually not only cover, but probably win that game outright. I think they will be live. I got more diving in there. Colorado, which, guys, you guys know it. It pains me to talk about Colorado. They're on the road against Kansas. They're laying 2.5 minus 138 on the money line. Oh! Colorado is playing great football, and I hate to fucking say it. I literally hate to say that because you guys know I'm not a Sanders fan. But you got to give credit where credit is due, and Colorado playing great football. BYU. I might want to just, not really happy with them. Going up against a hot Arizona State team. Arizona State at home. Laying 3.5 or minus 170 on the money line. Total over and under 48.5. Scattaboo going to be running. BYU going to be running. Yeah, Les, that's going to be a great game. That's here in town, I'm kidless next Saturday. Maybe, well, it's in the afternoon. I wish it was a nighttime game. If it was a nighttime game, I might have been able to make it. 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know if I can make it. Maybe. We'll see. That would be a fun game. Kentucky at Texas. Texas laying 20.5 points. Wisconsin at Nebraska. Nebraska at home. Minus 132 on the money line. Texas Tech against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State a 3.5-point dog at home. Penn State on the road laying 12.5 against Minnesota. Tulsa a 16.5, and it'll probably be at least 17. But Tulsa a 17-point underdog on the road against South Florida. It's going to be a great college football weekend. Army at Notre Dame. Army is a 14.5-point underdog. 14.5 point underdog against Notre Dame. Notre Dame at home, minus 14.5, minus 105. Baylor on the road against Houston. Boise State on the road against Wyoming. They're laying 22.5 points on the road. Alabama laying 13.5 on the road against Oklahoma. Woo! Boomer Sooner going down, which we all know they've been going down all season long. Texas A&M laying 2.5 on the road, minus 137 on the money line against Auburn. LSU at home against Vandy laying 8.5. I mean, we get some college football games on Saturday. I mean, even Colorado State and Fresno State, that should be a great game. USC versus UCLA in LA. Oh boy. Let's go Trojans. Go fight, win, baby. Screw UCLA and the Bruins. Trojans, crosstown rival laying 4.5. Minus 178 money line. Air Force in Nevada to wrap up the evening. Ooh! By the way, on November 30th, USC is a 5.5 point home dog to Notre Dame. Do the Kentucky Wildcats have a chance against Texas? No, probably not. College takes a lot of work. College takes a lot of work. I will say this. When bowl season starts, do you know what that means? It means we're just 4 short months away from starting baseball again. Hell yeah. Can't fucking wait. I'm that kid at the dinner table here. We want system plays. We want system plays. We want system plays. Like, come on, baby. Bring us back some baseball. Fucking can't wait for baseball season. All right. So, back to the NFL. And what they have available, FanDuel's got a 30% profit boost on live bets. Other than that, there ain't nothing fun going on. No same game parlay tokens. There's nothing, no risk bets today. In the game. Blah. FanDuel, you're lacking. All right, you're lacking. You're slacking. TD scoring props today. Joe Mixon a minus 170 money line favorite for an anytime touchdown. Plus 330 for the first. Nico Collins a plus 120. Rico Suave. Rico for the Cowboys is a plus 135. CeeDee Lamb is a plus 230. Tank Dell plus 190 for an anytime touchdown. Dalton Schultz plus 330. Zeke is a plus 360. Ferguson plus 490. Mechie a plus 500. Tolbert a plus 600 for the Cowgirls. Jalen Brooks a plus 900. Cooper Rush to run one in or a QB sneak at plus 1,000. Cooper Rush first touchdown of the game is plus 4,100. Manuel says, I made a lot of money on system plays. I think we all did. Like, bring them back, baby. Bring them back. We want system plays. We want system plays. We want system plays. You know? Turpin a plus 950 for an anytime touchdown today. Who's going to score for the Dallas? That's what the big question is. Who is going to score for Dallas? The total sitting over and under 41.5 minus 102 with that line trending in the downward direction as predicted in the daily free play video. Texans now laying 7.5 at plus 100. You can still get 7. Plus 7.5 for the Cowgirls minus 122. But the big question, who's going to score for the Cowboys? Who can score for the Cowboys? That's the $1 million question of the day. The 3-6 Cowgirls got smoked last week. 34-6. They scored 2 field goals. In that game, Rico had 12 carries for 53 yards. Ezekiel had 6 for 22. Cooper went 13 of 23 for 45 yards. Woo! I'm telling you all you need to know about Cooper Rush. Oh, Coop. Oh, Cooper Rush. Telling you all you need to know about him. Poor Cooper. Cooper's going to be rushing himself right out of the NFL. Poor Cooper. Poor Cooper. I mean, he did have 115 yards in the air against the Falcons on the 3rd of November. He did have a touchdown pass, so he can get it in the end zone. His season long is a 22-yarder, and I will say this, out of the 2 games that he's been in, well, 2 games that he's seen good amount of time, and all season long, he's only been sacked once this entire season. He's only been sacked once in this entire season. Now, he got some great playing time last season. He's not a sackable quarterback. He was sacked 1 time out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games. I mean, he didn't throw the ball very much in those games, though. System plays are computer generated? No, system plays. It's a way to bet baseball that probably the only company that I know that does it successfully is us. I'm not going to get into it because it'd take me too much time. System plays is a progressive betting style that we have honed over 20 years and mastered. And you could ask the people in here. Manuel's on them or was on them. Manuel, or if you were on System Plays, tell them how you liked them. System Plays went 203 wins and 10 losses on the season. 203 wins and 10 losses this year, this last season. Fucking great. The 2023 season went 154 and 12. So we put out over 50 more, almost 50 more wins this season. Fucking impeccable. Impeccable. But yeah, they're only baseball. If you're still here and following and around in baseball, you'll hear all about them. You'll hear all about them. They are no nonsense. You just put your bets in. You know what to bet. Follow the system. And it's impossible to not be successful if you follow the system. Now, if you go out and deviate and try and fucking change what ain't broke, one, you're a very special person with a capital R, and 2, you won't make any money. Crypto and tokens, System Plays was the real deal. 4x my money from the buy-in. Hell yeah. Love, man, and I know you were on them, and I love hearing that. What are they? If you buy them before the season comes out as the early bird, which they'll come out, there'll be an early bird sale a week or 2 weeks before the start of baseball, usually in the preseason when spring training starts. They're $500 off. It's $1,500 for a season, but if you buy it on the early bird sale, it's $1,000. So it's $500 off or $400 a week, which obviously with baseball being such a long season, it's better to do the season. Even buying it at the regular price at $1,500, you make a fuck ton of money. Manuel says, bro, I bought a Denali GMC cash on System Plays. I went on several vacations for free. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I preach this about System Plays. Like, if you could just give them to me for 9.5 months out of the year, I'd go on vacation for 2.5 months. It'd be the only thing I'd bet for 9.5 months and go on vacation for 2.5 more months. Legit. If we could have baseball for 10 months out of the year, I'd bet it and then disappear for 2 months. Because that's all you need to bet. System Plays are great. yeah, we'll talk more about system plays when baseball starts coming around. You'll hear about them. But back to the game. Who's going to score for Dallas? That is your big question of the day. Who is going to score for Dallas? Who's going to get a touchdown? I mean, in that November 3rd, 27-21 loss against the Falcons, the Cowboys did have a passing touchdown. They had a couple of them. Tolbert got in. Rico got in. Rico also ran the ball 12 times for 75 yards that game. Manuel says he'll always be on system plays, right? It's Henry says I'm on them this year for sure. Even people that jumped on last minute made a shit ton of money, but I mean, it's definitely best to do it from the start. You just make fucking way more. As far as this game goes, if you want to know what we're on for the first half, you need to watch Daily Free Play video. Watch Daily Free Play video. Because I put out that, as well as put out a nice receiving prop, which I think we hit with ease today. The side and the total is part of both premium plays and my personal plays. So you'll have to be on board for that one. But I'm going to try and help you guys out where I can on this one. Just glancing at props. Cooper Rush over 177.5 passing yards. I don't like that. I'm not going to bet the under just because with my luck, he'll fucking have a 98-yard passing touchdown somehow along the way, you know. CJ Stroud over 239. It's okay. I'm not in love with it. CJ Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I like that one. Cooper Rush to have a passing touchdown. I think Cooper Rush scores a touchdown today in the air. I think he passes the ball, somebody catches it, and somebody runs it in. And his touchdown prop is over a half a touchdown. Does Coop get a touchdown today? I think he does. Now, the question is, who is he going to throw it to? That's your better question. Who is he going to throw it to? Now, Rico has a receiving touchdown on the year. CeeDee Lamb, obviously hot target and probably going to be targeted the most. Ferguson is going to be a hot option. Tolbert is a sleeper. Jalen Brooks, if you ask me, is going to be a big sleeper today. I think Jalen Brooks might possibly have a big game. Today. Taking a look at those rushing props. CJ Stroud over 8.5 rushing yards today. Stroud to have 8.5 yards on the ground. I'm not opposed to CJ having, hitting his rushing yardage today. Not the biggest gains, but he has at times. You look back on the Jets, he had 8 carries for 59 yards, but then against the Colts, he had 1 for -10. Against Green Bay, he had 5 for 19 yards. If he needs to pick it up and move, he's going to get it. And I like him to have over 8.5 today. Rico over 53.5. I like it. Now, Joe Mixon to have 89.5 yards. Old Joey boy to have 90 rushing yards or more. Can he do it today? Now, if you took him last week, you got fucked. He had 46 on 25 carries. He just couldn't get it done against that Detroit Lions team. Going up against the Cowboys, how can he do? Well, we'll find out today. Against the Jets, he put up 106 yards on the ground and 1 touchdown. I mean, Mixon has had a touchdown in all but 1 game this season. So, obviously, Mixon better be on your anybody to score list. Fender Bender system plays are $1,500 for the season or $400 for a week, but if you get them in the very beginning before the season starts, there'll be a early bird special that takes $500 off. Happens every year. So you can get them for $1,000. Joe Mixon had 4 straight games of over 100 yards. Until last week, when the Lions altered that. If he gets 25 carries against Dallas, he is going to have an opportunity to break his 89.5. Now, maybe you're going to use an alternate rush yards and have a better line for maybe a parlay, same game parlay. But just off the top, over 89.5, I'm not betting that. No, thank you. CeeDee Lamb to have 60.5 receiving yards. I'm going to be honest. For any player on Dallas today to have more than like 25 receiving yards, is going to be hard to bet. Plain and simple. Just because of how they're playing, who their quarterback is. CeeDee Lamb to have 60.5. Generally speaking, he should be blowing 60.5 away. Jake Ferguson to have over 33.5. He should have more than 33.5. But after what we've seen last week and the week before, I just don't see it. Jalen Tolbert over 24.5. I don't see it. Rico to have over 16.5 out of the backfield. You know, being dumped off for 16.5 yards. Okay. That might be one touchdown, or not one touchdown, one receiving prop that I actually like. Jalen Brooks over 12.5. No. Looking on the other side, though, Nico Collins over 74.5. Yeah, I liked it when it was lower. A lot better. Tank Dell over 47.5. Cha-cha-ching-ching. Dalton Schultz over 27.5. Yeah, he'll probably hit that. Mixon over 18.5 out of the backfield. One long rip, you know, one check down and one long rip, and Mixon would have it. He's been, last game he had 2 for 44 yards. But the game before that, where he had 106 yards a game on the 106 yards in the game against the Jets on the ground, he did not have one reception out of the backfield. Except that game, he has had at least 2 in every single game. 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, and 3. He has had a total of 19, 25, 30, 9, 32, and 44, with the exception of the game against the Jets, where he had nothing. Joe Mixon over 18.5 out of the backfield. Receiving yards, that is. I like it. In games like today, sometimes you have to look outside of the box rather than your just conventional plays or your conventional props. You got to remember, when it comes to betting props, there are a million of them, much like penny slots. Some are worth betting and some are just worth moving right along for. Just like Cooper Rush's receiving yards. I like the under, but I'm not betting it. I'm just moving right along. Head down and move right along, because there's better opportunities out there. There are better opportunities. First quarter number. Texans laying 1.5 is plus money at plus 102. First quarter total over 7.5. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like the first quarter over. I think the Texans do it themselves. Regardless of what Dallas does, maybe Dallas will get an opening drive field goal. Maybe a safety. But I think the Texans go down and they put up at least 7 points in the first quarter by themselves. So I like the first quarter over. But what I really like is I like the Texans in the first quarter money line minus 172. Now, the three-way is minus 110. No thanks. Just in case it ends up being 7-7 and that first quarter goes over. I like the Texans first quarter. Minus 172. But keep in mind that total right now, or total, the line right now, at least on FanDuel, is minus 7.5 at plus 100. That line will be back down to 7. I don't know if we're gonna see 6.5. If we see 6.5, I'm jumping all over the Texans. Do I think we see it? I think there's an opportunity to see it. Why? Because Dallas bettors are Dallas fans are just fucking crazy. You Dallas fans are just straight crazy. And you guys don't care who they're playing. You're betting on your team. And you guys come in late and you bet late. It happens every single week. Dallas Cowboy fans, it's Monday Night Football. They're just going to be like, yep. They don't even need to know what's going on. They're just going to be like, oh, Dallas is playing. Oh, fuck. They're 7.5, or they're +7. Sure, let me fire on it. Dallas bettors come in like clockwork, especially late. So, I'm betting Houston first quarter. But I'm going to see if we can get that money line to drop. Or I'm going to see if we can get... I don't think we'll get off right now they're laying 1.5 points. I don't think we get off of that. I don't think it gets to a half because then they would have to make it a pick 'em. And I just don't see them doing that. But I can see the line on this dropping down into the 160s, 150s. And there's no benefit for me to wait right now because I don't see the first quarter going up. So... free play is the first quarter on the Houston Texans, but I'm waiting to bet it. I'm going to put it in the comment section, and I will give you guys the full disclaimer as well. You type it up in here.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen.
All right, there you go. It's in the comment section. It says free bet Houston Texans. First quarter money line -172. And then I put in there, I am waiting to bet it as I expect the line to come down. Why? Because Dallas bettors are fucking crazy. That's not true. Well, you've been tuning into the show a lot, so you're probably wisening up. But the average conventional Dallas fan that has the ability to bet goes in and bets and watch their lines. Watch their lines before kickoff in every single game. See what I mean?
But all haters.
The Dallas faithful will jump in. The Dallas faithful will definitely jump in. They always will.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while
Dalton Schultz over 27.5. I think he's got a good game coming today. Dalton Boy's going to have a good game today. As far as touchdown scores, obviously Joe Mixon -170. If you're betting anything, you should be betting Joe Mixon. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If you're betting on anything today, Joe Mixon to have a touchdown should be one of them. Now, we talked about it. Joe Mixon having his 5 receptions, and I said how I think he's a sleeper for today. He's plus 500 for a touchdown.
I do this 25-8 pain and sweat on me.
Oh, sorry. Somehow hit the button on my phone. Or with my phone, so sorry about that. Oh, no wonder why you guys were guessing. Right? No, you guys don't have enough thumbs ups yet. You guys better get on it because we're not going to be live for much longer. JJ says the Texas rivalry game and the Texans be choking in their game, right? I know. Henry, it'll stop. Remember, you guys are 30 seconds delayed. Alrighty. So again, Joe Mixon, Mechie, at plus 500. I like Collins back in there today at plus 120. Possibly, I think he garners a lot of attention, which will leave somebody like Schultz open. Robert Woods plus 1,300. Time we bet on Robert Woods, we get screwed somehow. Every time. Gonna pass on that one. Oh, it does look enticing. Woods to have a anytime touchdown at plus 1,300 is always enticing. All right, jumping over, taking a quick little gander. And again, if you want to know if we're on what we're on for the first half, watch the daily free play video. I put that out as well as a prop. Both of them will be cashing. Wink, wink. If you want to know what we're on for the game and the side, sorry, Charlie, but that is part of premium plays and personal plays today, and I can't give you guys the farm, especially with 34 likes. That's for sure. Did you guys know you guys can get personal plays for just $10 for the day? You guys get my own personal plays for just $10 for the day, or premium plays. Both had a winning day yesterday. Mine had a massive winning day yesterday. JJ says, I'd rather bet college sports, so I'm on the Zags tonight. I don't know if we're going to have time to jump into the NBA, but just, or college basketball, I mean. But glancing at the NBA and just running down, and you guys are going to start seeing some full big old game day breakdowns on college basketball very shortly, which you guys, we do during the basketball season. So we're getting to that point where I'm going to have enough stuff between both teams to really, I don't put out a lot of college basketball until they get to that really 7-game mark, 5 to 7 games, and I start pumping them out. So as college football winds down, college basketball, we just start daily. So I'm pumped about that. Bulls and the Pistons. What to do in this one? I like the Bulls. As you guys can see, I don't like saying it, but I like the Bulls tonight. I think they're live. I do. Some sick feeling inside of me says Bulls. That total sitting at, 234.5. Just not a big fan of it. I think that line is fucking sharp. And it's down to 234 at FanDuel, but I think the total on this one is absolutely perfectly priced to the point where no thank you. But I do like the Bulls plus 4.5, plus 164 on the money line. I hate saying it, but the Bulls today can they get their 6th win? I think they do. It pains me to talk about the Bulls. Another team it pains me to talk about. The 76ers, the 2-10 76ers, going up against the Miami Heat. Heat laying 5.5, minus 106 at home. You can get them at 5 in some spots. Lean towards the Heat. The Knicks laying 14.5 against Washington. Knicks at home laying 14.5. Who, I mean, the Washington again, another 2-10 team, but I don't like the Knicks enough to lay 14.5 on them against anybody. Even the local high school team. I don't like the Knicks. Can you guys tell? Just glancing around, because I do have to get off the live here in just a minute or two. Warriors and the Clippers. Big in-state game. Those are always fun games to watch. Warriors laying 4.5 on the road. Minus 190 on the money line. This might be a live bet opportunity for me just to see where each team starts. As far as the total goes, over and under 225, I think it probably goes over, but I think it's priced right to the point where I'll pass. Cavs and the Celtics. This is going to be a good game right here. And, sorry, that's tomorrow. Let's say I know that I would have been excited for that one. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. Cavs and the Celtics. NBA group play. And the 15-0 Cleveland Cavaliers catching 4.5 on the road against the Celtics, who are 11-3 on the season, who beat them by 15 last May. And we'll talk about that. In fact, I'll probably make this game a daily free play video. Maybe I'll film it. Well, I can't film it yet, can I? Maybe I can. By the way, premium plays will be out as soon as the live show is done, those will be available. My personal plays will need probably 15 minutes more. Soccer game of the week goes down tonight. If you're not on it, go get on it. $50. It's on sale, guys. Normally $100. Comes with the big guarantee. Guaranteed to win. You get the next one free. That goes down this evening. It is a late game in soccer. It is a late game in soccer. If you guys did not hear, the FC group is dropping their college football game of the month tomorrow. Mac Action. And that is also on sale. I was told it will be posted at some point today. I don't know when, but I was told they will be posting it. I looked. They're monitoring the line is all they're doing. And right now it's trending in the better direction. So that's why it's not posted. Chef Bayer, what's going on? Manuel, I believe it's 4 p.m. Eastern time is the cutoff. 4 Eastern, so you got 2 hours to get on board. Glancing through college basketball, I mean, just taking a look at one. Texas Rio Grande has played tough against a couple good, solid teams. They're catching well over 20 points today against Wisconsin, and they're on the road. I think those dogs cover the 20 points today. Not a huge slate of college basketball. Gonzaga laying what? What are they laying? 10, 10 and a half? Are they still laying 10 and a half against San Diego State? I like Wichita State today. I don't have $1 on it. That's more just like a little lean. There's some trappy games today, but Gonzaga laying 10 and a half on the road against San Diego State. Gonzaga should, by all means, take care of business. But you got to remember, that's San Diego State bested them last week. Sean, you want a free play? Watch the daily free play video, and not Freeman, Sean, the other Sean, or hit the rewind button. Or look in the comment section. As much as I like Gonzaga today, I got to steer clear of it. If you are riding it, I wish you the best of luck. They should be able to cover the 10, but just me, personally, I'm off of it on this one. I do have a good college basketball on my personal plays today, so if you're on my personal plays, you're going to like what we put out again. Massive day yesterday. Personal plays went 3-0 on main plays, 3-1 on props, but the only prop we lost was a plus 105 anytime touchdown on Addison yesterday. So if you're on my personal plays, stand by for another big day today. And you can go to the website. You can get them all for the $10 for the day, which is a smoking deal considering just before football season, a sale was 3 days for $99. So, smoking deal, if you ask me. And, I mean, I don't want them to take it away, but I think they're going to. I think they're going to go back to what they were. Hopefully they don't. But as Jay always says, if you guys support it, he's got a way to, preach to keep it there. So hopefully for your guys' sake and the people that buy it on a daily basis that they don't raise it back up, because I like it where it's at. I never liked it when we were one of the more expensive services. I like it when everybody can get on board, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, so if you want the daily free play, there's a daily free play video with a prop. In this video, there's also a free play. Gave you guys some lanes. Nothing crazy today. It's a light day today. Light day as far as breakdowns. like the under in the Michigan game. Oh, Peter, no reason to be sorry at all. All right, I'm going to run out of here. I got my appointment at 12:30, which will give me plenty of time to get there, since last time I was late. And we will be back live tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Tomorrow's going to be fun. MAC Action Football. We get 3 college football games. We get the FC groups. College football game of the month tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am out, so enjoy your day. And then, I don't know where my live chat went, but for everybody that is here, appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow live, and there'll be some members-only content later in the week. Possibly something, maybe something tomorrow. MAC Action, baby, Tuesday and Wednesday. The cool thing is the FC group dropping their college football game of the month on fucking MAC Action Tuesday. It don't get any better than that. Like, let's touchdown! And who knows, maybe I'll go live in the evening tomorrow. So, we'll see how I feel, but it's possible I might do a members-only live tomorrow during MAC Action Football. So, we will see you guys all live tomorrow morning or afternoon on the East Coast. Go get on that soccer game of the week.